Derby Ace back in the lead.
Well, San Miguel went zone there for a while, and James came out. Now, James was sleeping to 3/4, but he has woken up here in the 4th quarter.
So those shooters will never be really denied all the way. Nice layup by Washington.
They have to make a defensive stop against that. Washington comes out of the stop, and then the lane is wide open for him to penetrate on his strong side.
Yeah, it seems like a runway in an airport. He has 14 points. Here's Yap and Hontiveros getting reacquainted. Ball fake and all. Long Tom, no connection. Pengris pockets the rebound.
Got hit in the face again. But, that was very slight touch.
9 rebounds by Pengris. Let's see how this goal goes.
There was a foul called against one of the peer men.
They give it to Washington. And 4 on Washington. 3:25 to go. Derby Aces falling behind by a point here.
Both teams are in the penalty now, so any loose ball and defensive fouls will mean free throw shots. Washington has not been replaced. Very accurate free throw shooter. Again, if Derby Ace can go on to win, this is the area where they have to thank themselves for. They did it well from the free throw line.
They need not look very far, just 15 feet away from the basket. And that's a 20-point game already. They're back in the driver's seat. Our curtain raiser doing more than that.
Full of excitement.
Yes, indeed. And it'll be extended even more as Alaska talking text get reunited later. Hontiveros, his shot. Arwin swimming with nothing there. Arcadi waits for the rest of the gang. Watch him in a rush.
And he got hit from behind, but he's given 3-point shots here. I think it might be a 3-point attempt, but I'm not sure. Look like a 3-point attempt.
And suddenly the Purefoods or the BMX side erupting in jubilation as...
It's a 3-point attempt.
Yes, it is. It is,
yeah, he got him on the wrist, though. I don't think they can argue that because he got him on the wrist. Actually, he was going for the ball. He wanted to block that shot. No? Magaling si Arwin sa ganun.
Which he has done on Washam, actually. And look at this. And Arwin Santos still smarting from that last call, but that'll stay no matter what.
A little frustrated for Arwin. Not a big game compared to 4. He had 14 points and 6 rebounds. Still pretty big game, which better than actually what he did the other night. Pero mas marami na naipuntos ng import. And you're giving him free throws, no? So that's 3 free throws. Laking bagay na.
And this guy loves to shoot. And this is what he likes doing best in this game. Some people like to rebound. He loves to shoot.
Yeah, completely. Just send me to the free throw line every time.
Every time.
It's like a penalty kick na lang tayo.
There's our chairman. Yep, in the middle of that picture. He looks relaxed, but I'm sure he's on pins and needles as well, as his team has advanced by 4. We've got a 30-second timeout, and this is brought to you by Handy Picks and First Aid ng Bahay Mo. Bonds all, seals all. And don't forget, in a short while, Talking Texas and Alaska try to break their deadlock. That series tied at 2 apiece. We're going to check out something powerful in just a short while. Ready? We will be in a short while. 81-77 is the count, by the way. And here it is. Power move brought to you by Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Yamado. And here comes Yo. It's the power of the upper body, actually.
How did you stay in mid-air that long?
It is still a dilemma.
Bawal yun. 3 seconds in the air.
It is a puzzle, man.
Hindi ba mayroong violation yun?
Law of gravity nga. Samantala. And don't forget, Hanes is our official underwear here at the PBA.
Tagal pa ito, under 3 minutes, but a lot of basketball left for us. BMX trying to stay alive.
Yes, indeed. Big decisions, big place. Kabagdok. No. And Rivas trying to cap his big game. With that rebound, he has 11 boards. Here's Arcadi. So many heroes for BMEG if they hang on to this one. Washam in the corner. Tied up. Fires. Got it to go!
You know, when you start getting those free throw shots going, you get the range. And remember that timeout where he came off the timeout and got a big shot.
And suddenly, this team getting a feeling of resurrection as we tell you about this 30-second timeout requested by San Miguel. Brought to you by Handy Fix and First Aid ng Bahay Mo. Bonzo seals all. It is a 6-point lead going into the last 2 minutes and 14 of this Game 5 of this best of 7 in the semifinals. Again, in the history of this format, two teams have managed to roar back from a 3-1 deficit. As we check on the teams, this could actually be a plug, a commercial for different kinds of MP3s. You know? And look at this relaxed batch of people.
Mr. Robert Nunn, representing the Ginebra San Miguel squad in the Board of Governors. Willie Marshall, Mayor Raimundo. They're relaxed.
They're cool. 83-77. Dave Freeman. We're into the last 2 minutes. Sends it over to Ildefonso. Turnaround move. Pockets it.
Still got it there at the post. No, real good turnaround shot for Danny. And a very big basket. Cuts the lead down to 4.
You think that shot is easy? Try spinning on your knees. That's a hard shot to make.
Might not even reach the goal.
No. Watch out. Favorite part of the floor. No. And a chance now for San Miguel to come even closer, down by 4 right now.
Washam fell in love with the outside shot. You know, other team is in penalty. You want to be able to drive in. Timeout called by San Miguel. Second to the last timeout.
We'll be back. And here's 5. Kasi one.
London trying to fish for a foul there because the other team is also in penalty, but there is with a stop, and the 30-second timeout may be called here by Ryan Gregorio if there's a 30-second timeout.
They do, and it's brought to you by Handy Fix and First Aid ng Bahay Mo. Bonzo Seal Salt. Fidel Mangonon, our chief statistician, who actually lives beside his computer and not in some cave somewhere, is actually just reminded me that Gabe Freeman already with career high rebounds with 25, and he has also matched, I think, the output of Simpson. Boy, those two are probably going to battle it for the best import award here in this country.
It really depends on who makes the finals.
Lagi naman ganun eh, naman.
When that's because of the win, the points in the win, the effect that you have on the team. But you're right, they're both very good. They have
stayed with the teams.
Yeah, ito naman si Washam came in late. Although Daniels was also there, but Daniels is not a big statistical point gatherer. No, he's not the type.
I'm a cool dude. And that series tied at 2 apiece. Let's see how this breaks down. Still far from over. 1 minute and 7 remaining.
I think they'll get the ball to Washam, but they're going to set something for James here. Maybe they want James to penetrate. But it's Freeman coming out to guard him. They expected the ball to go to James. Balik kay Washam. Yan ang dapat itinira nila kanina. Hindi dyan.
And it's for grabs. Washam got it. Fresh shot clock. Over now to James Yap, who'll hold on to it.
Well, they don't have to foul yet at this stage. All they have to do is play good defense. They're just down by 4.
They just got to stay home defensively. Here's Washam with Ildefonso watching him.
And that's not a good foul at that stage, down to 8 seconds. And you're letting this guy go to the free throw line, where he has been perfect the whole night.
9 for 9. I have to say it, I don't care if I jinx him.
Well, even if you jinx him, I don't think you'll jinx him for 2 free throws. He's really got a nice touch, although he's tired, like I said. Pag pagod ka, iba storya, but ito, puro nandun pa, no?
Kaya pala ang galing ko mag-pat sa hole 1. Pagdating sa 8, lana. Ubos.
Patting is, it takes a lot of practice.
It's an art.
Sometimes magaling ang patting mo, sometimes masama. Just have to live with that. That's part of the game.
Yes, indeed.
No, San Miguel at one time. So I made only 1. So 1 out of 2.
5 ang lamang nila, sabi niya. But look at this rush. Villanueva brings it all the way to the core.
And Game Shop commits not a good foul. That's the one thing you do not want to do is to stop the clock.
Hey, now he realizes this.
So he didn't want to foul. He wanted to reach in and steal the ball. Kaso hit the arm of Villanueva.
So complaints.
Very good, important free throws. They could cut this down to a one possession.
I think if James decided to play golf, he'll do probably very well. He's a cool dude. He,
Good temperament.
he went away, couldn't complain, got bananas there, but he said, okay, Rep, you caught me there.
Yeah, he's young, he's got a long arms, probably got a good swing.
Big hands, he can carry the golf bag with one hand, probably. Oh, look at this.
Well, that could have been big if San Miguel had gotten that offensive board and put it back in.
But somebody named Pingris was right in the middle of that.
What a big game Rafi Reyes and Mark Pingris played. Without them, they wouldn't even been close in this match. Both guys really played very well.
Alam mo, pwede natin tawagin haligi yung dalawang ito.
Today.
Today.
And if they can go on to win, they'll force a game 6. Now, San Miguel has only one timeout left.
Yes.
One timeout natitira. No more 20-second timeouts are natitira diyan.
Boy, with the way this has gone, looks like the schedule both teams will include basketball, definitely.
So they have to practice tomorrow. Yeah.
And on Sam, one-day preparation. And it is a 6-point lead with 21 seconds remaining. San Miguel, yes, using the timeout. Back in a moment. We're down to 21.2 seconds in this game.
I don't know. Hindi ako nanonood ng pelikula masyado.
Yan ang hindi ko alam. Yan medyo. Pag wala sa telenovela, hindi ko alam yan.
Meron kami nakita kanina to, parang ano.
Si Mago magaling yun.
Tinatanong ko nga sa kanya. Oh, that looked like goaltending to me. Yeah. Malayo pa ito, ha? And Ryan calls his timeout.
They've even used Togada now. Let me tell you, a timeout has been taken 15 seconds to go. Back in a moment. Okay, back with us here. It is 86-82. What are the options remaining, Dr. J? Let's start with San Miguel, of course, the team behind.
Well, they have to trap, and then they have to give up the foul. They may call this timeout, so obviously they might want to send in, they don't think Arcadi is a good free throw shooter, so they don't want him holding the ball, baka mamaya ma-trap siya. But San Miguel will throw everything here. They're releasing from Washam, but they know that ball can get back to Washam after the inbound. No?
Always the deadliest player on the floor.
Talaga ito si Washam.
Oh, look at that smart move.
Tumalikod ka sa akin. The Philip Cesar move.
Yeah.
He did it first in the
We may
PBA.
not know Philip Cesar, but we'll call it that. That's the perfect call for that, Dr. J. Look at this.
Nag-inbound siya. Sa likod yung hindi ngayon sa likod. Tapos he laid it up.
I actually hear the voice of Philip Cesar as you say this, Dr. J. As you said it, Dr. Tumalikod eh. Pasa ko nga.
And again, Roger was just put in there just in case siya ang fouling. They send Arcadi back.
87-82. 12 for 13 from the free throw line.
When you let him get too many free throws, you're in trouble.
Yes, indeed.
That's where he gets his points. That's not going to go, and that might be it.
Yung turning point,
San Miguel is no longer going to foul.
that foul of Santos,
I think that was it.
the turning point. And look at this. This series is extended to another game. It is still 3-2 in favor of the Beermen, but this schedule is stretched. In a short while, Maduma John will catch up with a guy who has given everything in this game, Dr. J.
Yeah. One of the two guys that really gave everything. And really played well.
Absolutely. And we'll give it to Mark Pingris. Take it away, Magoo.
Intensity and tenacity might just best describe this guy's performance. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and a shot block. Ping, bago ka sumagot, ang unang tanong ko, saan ka lang walang tama ngayong game na to?
Siguro sa ilong lang.
Ilong lang walang tinamaan. What a performance for you. Ano ba tungkol dito sa BMX Derby? Ano ba tungkol sa grupo ng player na to ang hindi sumusuko kahit kailan?
Para sa amin kasi hanggang may bukas talagang lalaban kami. Bilog ang bola. So, ganun ang puso ng Pilibig.
So a double-double performance, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Imbitahan mo lahat ngayong darating na Sunday. What a game that is going to be.